Hello, Marcus, and well, I guess it's just you archaeologists actually, because I'm not streaming this time. I'm the John Struct, otherwise known as John Foxy. I'm having a Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky adventure, and it's almost midnight on a Sunday. I've got work tomorrow, but fuck it, I'm gonna record some trails. Let's load our game. We're not gonna start a new one. That'd be crazy. Still, I have to figure out what I'm missing. Originally, I was just going to let it go, but I realised I could quite easily just figure out what's missing from the save games. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. In the meantime, let's just load this, shall we? Yeah, and I have to complete this eventually, because, like, there's 18 hours worth of footage. Minus, like, 2 or 4. And it's got to... Otherwise, just sitting on my computer doing nothing. Oh, there's nothing in there. Oh, that could be easily fixed. Like so. Cool. What are we doing? Well, we'll find out. Do I have sound? I do. Cool. There's our team, but... So... Oh, we've got to hand that in. Let's do that. It's the chapel. Support. There we go for the Nebulum Valley monster. Lovely. And we've got some petrified quartz. Lovely. Let's turn that slightly away from me. And report on that. Oh, where does that bear claw go then? We found that, didn't we? Spence Pharmacy within the Bose Market. Wish I could fast forward these conversations. Miss Maybelline, the type of person who thrives the busier she is, just like a feather in that respect. Okay. You the pharmacy. Can you help find something? My medicine works wonders. We came here after seeing something, but hang on, we don't need to read this. Yes, bear claws. We found some. Find bear claw in the Bose region too. Really? Nebel Valley, lovely. Cool. Wonderful news. And it's the perfect place, apparently. Fantastic. Great! Fantastic. Now let's hand that in. Doing excellently. Right, any more monsters? The new Ansel Path monster. Should we just do that now? Because, or do we want to do some plot? I'll tell you what, I'll start my game and I think I'll continue the plot. It's medium, so we should have one more plot point to do before we have to do it. So, yeah, hang on, what are we doing? Revenue, okay. Fair enough. We're going to Revenue Village, north end of the West Bose Highway. Double check that. Cool. We should sleep before we leave. Ah! Lovely. West Bose. Also, very close to it. The North End. Yes, this village here. Huh? You look like a main character. Oh. Oh. Charizard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the Airliner's incident? No, I'm here on some chump errands. Some chump's errands. Speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright, taken hostage. Don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten up by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you've got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, then, I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing. The girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's a bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. I'm just his adopted son. It's a fact. Oh well, doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't really matter? Well, take it easy, Charizard. Be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. Make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. I'll keep those words in mind. Oh, right, Charizard. Was it you who took care of that monster near the mine? Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me, it was us. Ha! I don't think any number of trainees would have made that much difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for those Sky Bandits. Later. What is with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see. So he was the Heavy Blade Agate. Agate. Huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Krosner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever. I don't care how tough he is. He's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in the past I can't go into. Those things are the reasons why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. I like how they did that correctly. Anyway, let's hurry to Revenue Village. Oh, do I know you? That's that then! This is actual voice. We've been here before? Yeah, I think we did I fought a monster around here. Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elders first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. Oh yeah, we've been here. Visit the graves. 100 Days War. Sorry, wrong number. Lodgings. Is it the lodgings? I think it's the lodgings. It's just been opened recently. Recommended item on the menu: a pomegranate wine and apricot tart set is delightful. That's what we're doing. We're speaking with local residents for information. Well, I mean, what's the point of getting apple ice cream when the fresh juice is the same price and cures petrify as well? Recommend the squeezed juice on the... I've got some! Oh, I'm supposed to be then. Hill at the back of the... Thank you, small children. Graveyard. Locked. One. The heat of flames burning flesh and charred smell of blackened bones, amidst the screams and cries of the villagers and their children. No matter how many years pass, the terrible events of the war remain ingrained in my mind. Right, but have you seen like an airship in the sky? Something... Oh, there you are. I see you all together. What brings you up here today? You here for a visit? No, not exactly. We're here on business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine. Things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So he's travelling by himself as usual, huh? Closed his eyes for a moment. The look of sadness passed over his aged features. What's wrong, sir? It's nothing, really. Please, Pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me that another dangerous monster showed up in the area.
No, actually, we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting.
Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed.
Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky?
It was one of the children in the village here. A boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid, any way you think about it. So he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep.
Imagined to her? I guess the best thing we can do is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir.
Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask.
The answers are with the children. The useful ones.
Oh, where is he? Where's Louis?
Where is Louis?
No, I'm looking for Louis.
Which one of you has Louis in?
Good. Here you go, bro. Oh, he's the best. Oh, there we go. Huh? I haven't seen you around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit?
Actually, no, we're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like Agate?
I don't know. You don't look that strong to me, especially because you're a girl. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with a staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Wow, that's amazing. It's like a tornado. Haha, hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now how about another amazing demonstration with my staff?
Estelle, be careful, wasn't it just yesterday you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by any chance?
Yeah. How'd you know my name?
We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night?
Sure, if you want. It was a flying shadow. It flew. He was a shadow. The soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything.
That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember.
Okay. I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. Children don't talk like this. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. The other night when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. This is how children describe things. They're like moving across the two shadows. There was the thing and it did the thing. Two shadows moving across the sky. Hold on a minute there. You said two shadows. Yes, that's correct. There were two different sizes too, kind of like a mother leading their child.
Two shadows, two sizes. That's consistent with an airliner and the Sky Bandit airship, if you think about it.
Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. and the two shadows just kept on flying north till I couldn't see them anymore. No, children don't fucking talk like that. Until I couldn't see them anymore. Till they were gone. Like, so at that age, obviously, like, the sizes of the child might be radically different ages. They haven't got, like, every single child represented by a sprite. But, like, I'm assuming he has object permanence, because that's quite early. So I get that he understands the concept of when things are gone, they exist, you know. But still, I think he wouldn't use the phrase until I couldn't see them anymore. I think he'd use the phrase until they were gone. Because children don't add additional qualifiers like that to their language. They cut straight to the point. It's a really weird way to... So north is... There's a trail that continues behind the village. And it leads to an old septium mine which was abandoned some time ago. Supposedly searched the trail. The army men searched and searched the trail, but couldn't find anything. They searched and searched and they searched and they searched, but they didn't find. They were angry, so I don't think they found. You know what I mean? Like, just make children talk like children. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail, but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have been dreaming. They didn't believe me. They said I was lying. And then they laughed at me like even that. They laughed at me like he's had time to qualify the type of laugh they did. Little boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Enough of that, you're boys, right? And boys don't cry. You were telling him off being sexist earlier. We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're gonna prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. No more crying, okay? Okay. You're really nice. Person. No, he doesn't. You're nice. 2 words. You didn't need 5 words. You're a really nice person. You are a really nice person. 6 fucking words when you could have used you're nice. Alright, sorry, 5 words because you are nice. You're nice. You know what I mean? She's got a knack with kids. Maybe it's a virtue. Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. Looks like we've got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village. See what we can find. Say that again. No, it's been turned. That's why it's confused. Ah. Hopefully that won't remove the beds. I think we searched this entire place before, didn't we? The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Looks like the entrance to the abandoned mine. Kind of reminds me of Malgan Mine, except for the fact it's all deserted. Seems like this place was abandoned quite some time ago. Padlock and chain are rusted, but doesn't look like this gate's been opened recently, which means there's no possibility the Sky Bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around the old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You know what? I've been told by a ranger that does not work. Specifically, it doesn't tell you any direction. Like you can't do that and be like, oh, the wind's coming from there. It's just, no, you're gonna have a cold finger. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It would have been a job thing where they build you on a course, sent you on a course, and the ranger was like, yeah, don't. It's just pointless. Nobody knows what they're doing. Does that? Like if you can feel wind direction, you don't need a wet finger. Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp. You know that? I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it, but forget about that. Are you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's certainly some possibility that it connects to somewhere. Probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Don't even think about doing that. For now, we better head back to the village, talk to the elder. He might have the key. Ha! You're no fun, Shara. Where's he gone? So this is where you are, Elder Weizen. Oh, it's the young Braces, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region was nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. This village lost a number of good people. The hostilities. Now I can't speak. That's terrible. There's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right. There was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but at least we'd like to offer up prayer. Well, fucking hell, those three were in sync right then. That's, that's a weird amount of empathy. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain the soldiers didn't check inside.
After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check out the place just in case. So would you mind lending us the key to the entrance?
The key for that padlock? Ah. Give me a minute here. I just noticed this person just continuously walking. Shall I put it in this drawer? Alright, here it is. Okay. This should get you inside.
Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Bison. This will really help a lot.
Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural. We would try and return the favour.
Thank you. If everyone we dealt with was as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything.
I would appreciate that. Enough. Ah! There we go. Third time's a charm. It's really weird. No, he actually talks like this. I can't do it. And I've given him a sort of wet noise.
He talks like this. Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder.
We did. That's what we did.
Phew, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look in.
Let's have a look inside, shall we? I can't be bothered to do that all the way through.
I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert.
Yeah, sure.
Let's move out.
He sounds like a Power Ranger. Quite a lot of me. Are they multiplying? So I was playing Suikoden, I don't know, Suikoden, the game from 1994. And in that game, you select all your moves, you go attack, 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 attack. And if one of you heals, and you kill everything, that heal happens, even if the turn ends. And I don't think I've seen that in any other RPG, and I don't understand why it's not in every RPG. Because I always want that heal. Apart from Saga, because you get fully healed afterwards anyway.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Man, it's bright in here. Huh, isn't that?
Quiet as still.
Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Just immediately solve the problem. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. Do hurry it up, will you? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that, car.
What's an airliner doing in a place like this? Guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all.
Looks like the area that used to be for strip mining. Certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size.
Yeah, who would have thought to look here?
Look at that. Aren't they loading an airliner cargo onto their own ship?
Let's worry about that later. Gotta figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again.
This is our third trip, huh? Man, Don could be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom.
Hold it right there.
Who in there?
The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived.
Huh?
The League of what?
You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that?
What's with you two now? I look like a big fool for saying that stuff all alone.
You're the ones who said had a run-in back in Rolent. This can't be right, you're not supposed to be here this early.
Can't be right. We're not supposed to be here this early. The heck are you talking about?
In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you're hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of the airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now, hold on a minute. You trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us?
You see anyone else, bandit boy?
So you're not involved with the others then, huh? Well, that simplifies them. Let's get them, boys. I don't know how much they'll take, so I'll just cast all three on one. Fuck, why did you get a turn? Well, they hurt me for basically nothing. Well, I'm down. Well, we're not killing them. Shit. Could have just hit him. There we go.
All right, we're good to go.
One gives me green. Oh, you guys tougher than I thought. No wonder Jose got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourself? League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out. What is this? You've got to be kidding me. Another smoke screen. Ah ha 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 ha. It's too bad about the rest of the cargo. We'll have to live without it. Later, bracers. Some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. Looks like a typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shera, quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we have time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Will, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. But at least we're able to take back the airliner. How about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. Right, I don't want to do that just yet. Oh. I didn't look any around the cave yet. It's pretty bare in here. Not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Here's a lift car. Looks like the same type as at the landing port. Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo. I wonder what this is. It's an orbital engine control panel. Looks like the flow of orbital energy is completely stopped. Oh, all the cargo. Then I can see cargo here. Looks like this is the captain's seat. If there are any other circumstances, I'd love to sit here. If these were other circumstances. Don't even think about it. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. It's bright in here. A lot of light shining into this place. There's the be the VIP lounge. Sorry, I'm having fun. I think we've looked around. I wonder what this is. Okay, no, we saw that already. Yeah, there was, we finished. Oh, hang on. This poor plotted plant doesn't make it look like... doesn't make it look like it's going to be a bunch of plant murderers. Probably hasn't been watered for days. A vital clue if I ever saw one. Legitimately, the plant was the thing I had to look at. I get that that means no one's been here for 3 days, but... We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility that passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandit's airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue was completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in the orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to... Ditch the Linde because the hideout is somewhere weird? Yes, that's exactly right. For my guess, I would imagine their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 arj in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like a Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about the terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? Seems like a likely place for Sky Bandit's hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that the hideout may be a place we can't reach by foot.
Then what can we do? Well, it is said, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation, because they're the ones that would patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be, especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lurk Bugran. We should be able to contact the Hacken Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Huh? What the heck? Great. Now this is something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. I'm sensing some collusion here. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is the world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits. Though that girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see the shiny emblem on my chest? Huh, the bracer emblem, huh? Hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. General Morgan! Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Yeah, there's some weird collusion going on, because the dude said they weren't supposed to be here yet. Who would have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there's no hostages to be found here. Huh. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely, you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. All right, men. Take them into custody. The General will be questioning you on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you'll be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without listening to a word we have to say. If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? Remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought, the old man in the old mine said? He said, this can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early, if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Why don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Did you just say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. Came from the cell next door. Almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. Could this be the unfounded self-confidence and the tone of an absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think that we meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do? Come now,
let us not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean, and higher than the highest peak.
I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talk our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing.
So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. And I'm not ready for wriggles yet. Come on now. Let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on the details of the tragic incident that befell me.
Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Beausset market and then moved on to the Anteros restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano and then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skills. So I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant.
That's great, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
Huh? A musical genius is not limited to but one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of mirror.
I don't know how you put it. That's very you, Olivier. Yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail.
Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night I'd been enjoying a plate of sauté duck that I had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel normal red wine was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better.
Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine, which seemed good, from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183.
Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City.
Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumour about it too, so of course I was interested and have a drink for myself.
Auctioned off? How much are we talking about there?
From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighbourhood of 5,000 mirror?
5,000 mirror? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. You didn't, did you, Olivier?
Ha! Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? The rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle.
I don't think I could listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity.
I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is, after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked ripe, like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in, and well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a and even assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you even listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Can't smell. Can't smell a thing. Hey, you there. Get up. Oh, I'm tired. What's wrong? What are you trying to tell us about being interrogated this early in the morning? It's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh?
Why all of a sudden? Yeah, a reason for this. Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Mayor Mabel. Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared.
Huh. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mabel herself. You better remember to thank her.
So you mean Mayor Mabel stood up on her behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation?
Yes. I have one question for both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright?
Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua.
I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lina.
You knew my mother?
Yes. Enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
Now, wait a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but...
Huh. I don't know Cassius Bright was the bracer. The only Cassius I know was one from service. He was a rare strategist.
Strategist, Dad?
I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me.
What's wrong with him? It seems your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bose now? The airliner being found, the situation has been taking a new turn. There are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? Yeah, we should tell the general he's got a mole. I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. What could it be? Oh, they put his loot in with him. Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, by the way, I shall wither away friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Mate, you committed an little crime. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. Sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Ha! Indeed it is I! Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see to it that I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that might be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes us to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter.
I can't. Well, okay, fair enough. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Ha 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 ha! Please don't lay the compliments on so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such fine wine without paying a single mirror. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant? Per our contract to remedy that. I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. Seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? That does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these braces in their work? Ha! Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's kind of line that gets me really worried. Maybe we could just use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Aha! Of course, I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be rest assured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose's South Block. I hope this... I left a mission behind at medium, and I feel like considerably longer than a medium amount of time has gone past. The weapon shop and the Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So this is the work of the Sky Bandits. It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we'd better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send payment over to the Guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again, but I guess that when that happens, it happens. Sorry, I missed that line, didn't I? So it's quite light for me, but I want this to be longer than an hour and 10 minutes. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across, because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I think it's for the best that we keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosomed companions, shall we head back to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Okay, we've got to do this now then. Move the stolen ring. Burglarized the other day. My jeweled ring was to be found among the missing items. Quite valuable to me. Bose South Block. Cool. Okay, so that's... Oh, that's Mabel's. Oh, hang on, what? Okay, but they both seem to be connected. Okay. New Ansel path. I'm not sure how you get there. Have a look at the map. So let's save our game. I'm not seeing an Ansel path. I'm just gonna look up new Ansel path. But it's south. Okay, that's all I need to know. Oh shit, it looks like we're not allowed to go anymore. Well, that's annoying. Oh, is it just because we're not allowed to leave this particular area? General Morgan may be sudden, but he's running the show and he's a very capable leader. Okay. Some time has passed. I think a few months has passed, actually. Let's load our game. So, in that 3 months, well, actually a couple of days ago, I had to re-record about 2 hours worth. It actually only took me an hour. I mean, presumably you'd know this if you watched the series, because you would have, you were there. I recorded like 13 to 20, because the footage was lost. It was gone. One thing I want to do actually while I'm here is might as well just make my face a bit bigger. Right? Cool, I'm happy with that. Just to completely break continuity with the next couple of episodes. Yes. So I also did sort of check out how much dialogue was next, because there's that mission that I had missing, right? I think it's not an issue, but I definitely can't get out of this situation. And I also know that there's at least like I was trying to skip through all the dialogue to see, oh, when can I leave this town and do the quest? It's going to be a while. There's quite a lot of dialogue coming, which is I like a dialogue, but this just puts so much of it. There's so much dialogue. Oh god, there's so much dialogue. Anyway, I know where to go. It's like, hang on. I was using the mouse and keyboard and now I can't remember the controls. Okay, I think it might be this one. Looks like the store was hit by burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory and all my goods, they're gone. I've got to report this to either the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now, hold on just a minute. If either one of those groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in the world of hurt. Yeah, this one turned out to be really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. We got really screwed, you know that? Huh? Good afternoon, are you working on another story? Looks like the two of you are on the trail of the scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army. Up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourself? Yes, we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you had looked like... What? What? But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. Seems that the army's sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to the witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bursey Market are right through the west gate, and it seems that attacking those two places would have been far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Ha! I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard the rumours of me, right, about me? Oh yes, right, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honour to meet you, sir. Ah, you're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Interesting. Okay, I might have exaggerated. Did I miss something? Where are they gone? Yes, we definitely cannot leave. See, we can't talk to most people. Oh, there we go. Hey, you there. I guess that hadn't been established there. Hey, you there. What, is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying, you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no arguing with these gentlemen. Ha! For an arson and lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what is going on here? I don't know, what voice? Oh, no, new voice, yes. May I ask? Colonel! For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the base's guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned,
Ah, yes. That side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please, take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wished for me to address? No, sir. All right, men, pack it up. We're returning to the Hacken Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize.
I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well. So how about we let bygones be bygones?
It suits me just fine. As I stated before, the Army's supposed to be working closely with the Guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. Looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events.
Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy.
Yeah, I wonder who he is.
Colonel, it's almost up to the appointed time.
Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, just one last thing. It looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Alan Richard, a colonel of the Royal Army.
It's not as cool as you think it is, game. Alan Richard. Oh, you can't trust a person with two first names.
If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Colonel Richard. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Nair was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being sharp, young officer who leads the Royal Army's Intelligence Division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Oh, can you imagine a world where politicians are young people in their 30s? Ooh. Sorry, I just called myself a young. That's my age. I don't look like that guy, but like, yeah, I'm one of the young people. I caught myself. So like that part, like I keep Final Fantasy X. There's Auron in, and I discovered recently that he's 35, and like he's an old man in Final Fantasy X. Like, he's been 35 for a decade, but, like, he's always been 35, because he's dead, right? But, like, it was just come as a surprise to find out that I was older than Auron. But no, I got into this game, I'm young. Well, yeah, I'll take it. Hey, you guys.
Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform?
I could swear I heard it somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognise him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier.
What? You're not pulling my leg, are you?
As fun as that would be, nope.
He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is.
To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here any longer, Dorothy. Dottie. He would be calling her Dottie.
I mean, that writes itself. Dottie, let's see if we can catch up with him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Haha! Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. I've met him once, and I'm certain of his character. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious. I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I mean, you don't look too dissimilar, to be honest. I'll be the first to admit he's quite the specimen of a man. But what?
I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival.
You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier.
Good idea.
Which means you're still not allowed to leave. Though it didn't take 40 minutes. It just feels like 40 minutes. There's just so much reading. I like reading. But it's just a lot. It's a lot all at once. Constantly. Damn it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. They took off with every last piece of my pricey goods too. Why did this happen? Have to happen at a time when there were hardly any goods around to begin with. You then. Oh dear me. Weren't you the basis who came to ask questions not that long ago? Oh right, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right?
Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you?
Yes, this is a good time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home from such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought that my heart was plumb gonna stop right there and then. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north.
I see, so it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying, then, is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind?
Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If only that... If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. She raised her hand in a casting motion. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake to the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Oh, so what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident? No, Estelle, he's missing. That's exactly what I'm saying. When that good, he's missing. Cecile, your husband's missing. You understand that? When that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's gonna get the what for? Let me tell you. Oh, never mind.
Well, he's home. What a day I had. I was fishing patiently this all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests?
I'm having fun with myself. You senile old man.
My goodness, woman. What kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests?
If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm going to stop his voice now. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this.
Huh? What do you mean by at a time like this?
Maybe I should explain.
He did the explaining. He explained to him with an explanation.
Victories by Sky Bandits? You don't say, that is terrible. But to think they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Ha 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 ha! Guess they got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand.
What did you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we?
But to think those Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with what he was talking about the other day.
Huh? He? What do you mean?
Oh right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strunch of branch. A strunch of branch?
If you ever get the chance and you go down and meet Kawano, get yourself a strunch of branch. It's delicious.
A strange bunch near the place the other night.
A strange bunch?
Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard?
Sure, I don't mind. Yes, I'm just going to tell you up front. This is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was fishing out during the night.
Night fishing.
He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door, then out into the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that nobody like I had stayed there the night before.
Yeah, that is rather odd. So is there any type of burglary at the inn?
No, nothing of the sort, in fact. It's quiet there. The meals are great, but it's a place that I'd recommend to anyone. Best of all, it's a prime fishing spot.
Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits.
I concur. Especially like that one that described all the delicious food at the inn.
That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, there's nothing going on there, so I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating.
What?
Actually, I think quite the opposite. Why would you think that? If somebody had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated that. Conversely, the possibility of sky bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it.
And in the light of the series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the sky bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'd be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements.
I see. So what you're saying is we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one.
Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valerian Lake, extolled in the many rhyme as the Pearl of Le Pearl.
Oh my word. Well, let's leave. Right. Let's double check we've weapons and stuff as well. Leather jacket. How much money do I have? Not loads. Well, that's all my money. Let's sell up. I just want to double check they're not holding the best weapons. Oh, bollocks. Right, let's buy some boots. Lovely. We'll sell the rest later.
We do have the Sepith. Well, we should get that. Evade. We'll put Dex up, why not? I don't know what I'm doing with this. Right. Look at our quests. New Ansel Path monster. Save our game here. Just me, I don't know what it looks like. How do I... I figured it out.
Take that! Enjoy the show.
Done.
Seems you came up short.
Cool. See if we can find it. Normal way. What about you? It's a terrifying UFO. Probably should have kept that for the boss. Yeah, I think I overestimated it. Oh, what direction was it going? Right, don't do that, John. Well, it looks like... Hang on, what's... I'm so bad at getting the map button. Oh, bollocks.
Right, so I'm not very talkative, but it's quite late.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna look it up. Ega G, just happened to be my rapper name.
All right, we're good to go.
Alright, new Ansel Path Monster. Right, it's right near the bottom. Oh, it's exterminated. Yeah, there's quite a lot of them. Let's clock up. Yes, but it's gonna get scary.
Let me show you the true essence.
Ooh, it hits more than one. Oh, I want it to like the bottom people as well. Oh, they're amber turtles. Apparently. Damn it. There we go.
Enjoy the show.
Let's go hand it in. We've got to make sure to do them straight away because some quests, you know, they disappear. I remember I played this game. It is cold. Not sure how. Damn you, passage of time. Okay, we've got stolen ring. We'll do that now as well. Awesome. Oh, we got from missing airliner. And there's the pack monster as well. Fantastic. Bit more money. Right, so we have a ring to find. Bossy south block. Right, not you, obviously she didn't get burgled. Right. Borden just likes talking to himself. Sorry, yeah, I'm done with reading incidental text. I'm sure it's great, but fine. I'm reading it, just not out loud. No. That's a great back door. I had a very important ring taken by them. Okay, yes, it's a side quest. Don't have to read it out loud. Please go ahead and read, though. Okay, Sky Bandit's on the loose. Okay, but... I'm here to find the ring for you. Oh, bollocks. Okay, fine. Let's just look it up. New Ansel stolen ring. It's not what I was typing, but it got it, and I knew it would. Yes, I actually have to do. Okay, cool. That's a bit of a spoiler, but fair enough. I have to pick it up at a very specific time. I guess then. We go to Valeria Lakeshore. We'll be going there later. No, that's where we came from. Never mind. So literally the place we went just went. Yeah, but yeah, I was gonna sleep as well. Oh, divided. I'm gonna use the hotel. Oh, we have loads of money now. It's good to know. Oh yes, we use the map. Bollocks, really? How did I do that? I had such a good run. Bit of extra training. I'm gonna get to the next place and then I'm gonna let you go. Just because it would have been a faffy episode, I guess, gluing the two together. Oh, I believe I was brain dead. Yeah, that's better. I should have just looked at the name, you know? We should be able to get there pretty quickly if we don't hit any more fights. That's where we're going. Perhaps we'll do a spot of fishing. Right. So this is the North Shore of Valyria Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area for another job. The wine's great, but the rooms are nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. It's too bad this isn't a pleasure trip.
You mean it's not? I at least intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by the day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what vacation is all about. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy vacation at any time, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Linheim, know enough to get my priorities straight.
I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Very well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. He's got a gun. He's doing pretty well for himself.
Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing.
The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Right. And with that, I'm gonna save my game and let you go. Now, if you're watching this, which I mean you are, because you can hear me say the words, I intend to get to the end of chapter 1 and probably take a break. But not a very long break, because I've already taken a break. But it's taking up a lot of space on my computer, so I have to upload something. Anyway, thank you for watching this. I've been the John Struct. I've changed my name now, which I guess you saw a bit of in like 10 episodes ago or whatever it was. But yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Where's my snail?